LEGO recently unveiled 6 sets for the upcoming movie Jurassic World Rebirth, and at first glance they look great, with new and long-awaited dinos like the Spinosaurus and a decent selection of figures in each, but upon further inspection these sets have many problems. From ridiculous prices, to a T-Rex missing its claws, to a weirdly inconsistent Mosasaurus, these are the many problems with the LEGO Jurassic World Rebirth sets. So let's begin by taking a look at the new sets in order of size, starting with the baby dinosaur Dolores Aqualops. The Aqualops was not a dinosaur I was familiar with before seeing this set, but it seems like it is going to feature pretty prominently in this upcoming movie. This set matches the theme of the little ET T-Rex set from earlier this year and the baby bumpy Ankylosaurus from last year, though this is the first time that one of these baby dinosaur sets has been based on a movie and not a show. This one retails for $24.99 USD, which seems like a pretty acceptable price to me, but let's be honest, I don't think this one is high on many fans' priority lists when we have much more exciting things coming in this wave. The next set is the Raptor Off-Road Escape, which includes 2 new figures, Ruben and Isabella Delgado, whose names I am absolutely not going to remember at all, because they're just the token family in peril, who are in every Jurassic movie. Although I do really like the face on this guy, as well as the side leg printing, and the neck bracket recoloured in pink for the first time is cool, as is the revolver piece in red. Although, as is the case with every single LEGO dinosaur themed set ever released, the dinosaurs themselves are the main reason anyone is buying this. Firstly, you get Dolores the Aqualops as a new moulded piece, reminiscent of the baby raptor piece from Fallen Kingdom and the baby Ryu piece from Ninjago. As far as I can tell, Dolores is exclusive to this set, but I have no doubt it will show up again in a magazine or polybag or something. The other dinosaur included here is the titular raptor. And this is where the disappointments with this wave begin. Ever since 2012, LEGO Velociraptors have had one standard design, with a movable head and jaw as well as legs and arms. The last time we saw that style of Velociraptor was in 2023, but now they have introduced a new, smaller, though probably more size-accurate piece. Initially, I thought it was the same piece as the Atrociraptors from 2022, however I believe it is completely new, but the main problem here is that the only movable piece now is the jaw. I suppose we should have seen this coming, because it began with the downscaling of the Dilophosaurus way back in 2019, but it's heartbreaking to see the old raptor actually gone.
Come on, guys, we all knew this day was coming.
Yeah, but now it's here.
The printing itself is fine though. This set also includes a little Universal Studios ride-looking platform that the Raptor can FNAF jump scare the minifigures with. The vehicle included is also nice, though I am a little sick of these Jurassic franchise vehicles, because apart from the Ford Explorer and Jeep Wrangler, they all look basically the same to me. But with this one, I dig the red, tan and black colour combo. The name InGen is also on the side because of course it is. I wasn't even aware that this company still existed in this franchise, but apparently it does. And this vehicle also has the number 2 on the front of it. Keep that in mind for later. And apart from the tragically shrunken Velociraptor, this is an all-round enjoyable set, except for the price. $34.99 USD. Yeah, feels painful, doesn't it? This is definitely one to wait for until it's at the clearance section at Target. But if you think that's bad, you might want to brace yourself for the following set in this wave. And that following set that I just mentioned several seconds ago now is the T-Rex River Escape. Now this entire scene is actually from the book of Jurassic Park if I recall correctly, although it has been about 3 years since I last read it, but it's cool that they're incorporating it into this movie. What's not cool though is almost everything else about this set. The entire thing kind of masquerades as a 4+ set, even though it definitely isn't. The included figures are Xavier Dobbs and Teresa Delgado, more characters whose names I won't remember, though I gotta say that this guy looks very similar to Ian Malcolm, which I imagine was not unintentional. The builds here are just a quad bike and a little pier with like a quarter of a shed. There's also a little boat included just to bulk up the set a bit. But I'll quit it with the small talk now, because the only reason anyone will be buying this is for the Dinosaur, which is a brand new T-Rex. A new T-Rex every year or so is a LEGO tradition at this point, and I love when they do this because I think LEGO's T-Rex design is perfect. But this one, like the Velociraptor, has had a very disappointing downgrade. It is lacking any claw printing on the hands and the feet. Now this may not seem like a big issue to those uninitiated into the world of LEGO dinosaurs, but let me present you with this shocking fact. Since 2012 there has been 11 Tyrannosauruses that use these pieces in LEGO, and all 11 of them, every single one of them, had printing on both sets of claws. Until now, when LEGO finally dropped the ball. I made a short about this subject recently and the comments were very interesting. Many people agreed with me, many people complained about this set's price, which I'll get to in a minute, and some people acted like this wasn't a big deal, and seemed to think that it wasn't worth complaining about. And I have to strongly disagree with that last sentiment, because LEGO is a premium European toy and is a company who markets themselves as the best of the best, which I actually agree with in several different ways. I do think LEGO produces amazing products, which is why it really hurts to see something like this happen, where we go backwards in quality, especially from a company that rakes in billions of dollars every year. And as LEGO's consumers, I think we have a right to criticise shifts in quality like this, instead of just readily accepting less like some commenters have made it abundantly clear that they are willing to do. And this punch hits even harder when you look at this set's price. It is 1 cent shy of $50 US. 50 clams for a set that's essentially 3 side builds and a mediocre dinosaur. This is utterly blasphemous, and prices like these are the reason I recommend you don't buy from LEGO directly. Paying full price for LEGO in 2025 is financially unaliving yourself, and if you line up to pay retail price for regular, widely available sets from LEGO, I'm sorry, but I think you're an idiot. And as I've said time and time again, unless it is a set exclusive to LEGO like the Ninjago City Workshops or the upscaled minifigure, please don't buy directly from them. Buy from Amazon, buy from Walmart. If you're in Australia, buy from Big W, Kmart, and maybe Myer and Target when they have sales on. You can find sets 20 to 40% cheaper even if they've just released. You will save yourself so much money in the long run by waiting and buying from third-party retailers instead of buying directly from LEGO. Of course, those sets exclusive to LEGO are different because where else are you going to get them? But anyway, I've gone off on a bit of a tangent here. Point is, please, whatever you do not pay $50 freaking for this set. It is not worth it. It will be on clearance for half that price within a year. The next set on this list is interesting, but once again kind of disappointing. This set is called Brick-Built Mosasaurus Boat Mission. I find it funny that since LEGO knows people only buy these sets for the dinosaurs, every set name just starts with the included dinos' names. This also probably helps confuse parents and grandparents locate the specific sets their kids are after. The included figures are Atwater and Leclerc, or Leclerc, who I will also likely forget. The boat here is a pretty generic build with a nice colour scheme, but the boat is not the focus of this set. The focus of this set is the large aquatic dinosaur, the Mosasaurus. Although I have heard that it isn't actually a dinosaur, so could any more informed dinosaur enthusiasts let me know in the comments whether it is or not, and whether it's pronounced Mosasaurus or Mosasaurus. Thanks. The build has proved to be very divisive among fans thus far, due to just that, the fact that it is a build. Almost every Jurassic creature in this theme for the last decade has been moulded. There's been brick-built skeletons, but every living creature has been comprised of specialised moulded pieces, until now. Sure, this definitely allows for more detail and makes more sense since it is a LEGO set after all. Otherwise this set would just be a boat and a dino comprised of like 6 gigantic specialised moulded pieces. So I can totally understand why it is the way it is. On the other hand, inconsistency, especially when it comes to LEGO, kind of drives me mental. I think what they should have done here is something similar to that one Avatar set where they have like half special moulded and half brick built. Though I should also bring up the fact that the Mosasaurus from 2001 was moulded, and so was the one in the LEGO Jurassic World game. If this was a creator set, it would be no problem, or even a special set like the T-Rex Breakout and T-Rex Rampage. But to see it in the sets for this new movie, in a theme that is known for its moulded dinosaurs, it definitely disappoints me. And at $59.99 US, this one is probably a pass for me. Even if it's discounted, I don't think it'll be too enticing. But let me know in the comments if this is a buy or a skip for you. Next up is the Raptor and Tyrannosaurus tracking mission. The figures here are Martin Krebs, Dr. Henry Loomis, and Zora Bennett. Interesting to me that there are 2 Dr. Henrys in the Jurassic franchise now, and that Scarlett Johansson's character is called Zora. Seeing as there was a character in Jurassic World called Zara, and a character in Fallen Kingdom and Dominion called Zia, I've got no idea what it is that this franchise loves about names that begin with Z and end with A, but I don't think anyone really remembers most Jurassic characters' names anyway. I really like the build in this set. It's a gas station, or a servo as us Australians put it, amusingly called the Stego Stop and Go. I'm not sure if anyone will know what I'm talking about, but it reminds me of that one jungle gas station in Fortnite Chapter 3. There's also a buggy thing and a motorbike here because it's a Jurassic set. But as is expected, the most enticing things in this set are the big lizards. The downgraded raptor appears here again, but the star of the show is the Tyrannosaurus, which seems to reuse the body and neck pieces from 2023 off the Brachiosaurus, but has new tail and head molds as far as I can tell. This set is good, but $99 USD is about $25 more than I'd be comfortable paying. This is another one that's best bought on clearance. In fact, this whole wave is, honestly. The final set revealed thus far for Jurassic World Rebirth is the Spinosaurus and Quetzelcoatlus air mission, yet again slapping the name of the dinos first and foremost in the title. This set is by far the most desirable of the wave for mainly one reason, and that reason is large, brown, and has a Smith's potato chip sticking out of its back. I made a whole video about it 2 weeks ago, thanks for the positive reception on that video by the way, but basically there hasn't been a LEGO Spinosaurus since 2001, and it was one of the most fan requested to be remade. 24 years later and it's finally here, but at a few costs. Namely, it's got an honestly unappealing colour scheme, and it could do with a lot more printing, suffering from a lack of claw colour like the T-Rex earlier. As well as that, the singular set that it appears in is rather expensive at $149, but let's just ignore that for now. The temple build is very cool here with the Bart Simpson looking decoration on the walls and an Indiana Jones-esque play feature, as I'm sure has been said before. And the newly recoloured Quetzalcoatlus is cool for dinosaur collectors, but maybe not cool enough to carry its own set, which is why it's inserted in here. There's also a helicopter and another pretty generic off-road vehicle, and the figures are all repeats here, save for Duncan Kincaid, or maybe it's Kinsaid. Lastly, I wanted to bring up something that I discovered from watching Ash and Flash's video on these sets. Some of the vehicles included in this wave have numbers on them. The Raptor off-road escape vehicle has 2, this set has 3 and 5, the Tyrannosaurus set has number 8, and the boat is number 4. Now I'm no maths whiz, but there's definitely some numbers missing there. Fascinatingly, the set numbers also go from 76970 directly to 76972 and then through to 76976, which could potentially mean a set 76971. And one thing that is absent from any of these sets that I have seen so many fans asking for is the D-Rex seen in the trailer. Imagine if we got the D-Rex and the two-headed Velociraptor in another set based on this wave. Definitely a lot of hoping going on here, but it's not entirely impossible. But returning to the topic at hand, this set is good, but not $150 good if you ask me, even with the long-awaited Spinosaurus. And in conclusion, I am frankly pretty disappointed with this wave. It's sad to see LEGO make cuts in quality like this, even in their products based on one of the biggest movies of 2025 that have undoubtedly had tons of money pumped into them. Hopefully the quality improves a little by Jurassic movie number 8. But let me know your thoughts on all 6 of these sets down in the comments below, and do you think there will be a 7th set? Once again, huge thank you to all the new viewers who showed up from my last dinosaur video. I'll definitely have more Jurassic content in the future. And for the Ninjago fans, the March minifigures will be next week's video topic. That's been all for today folks, have a great day and see you in the next video.